This video is sponsored by Artlist. How would you feel if you had $100,000 to create any project you want? Well, Artlist is giving away $100,000 for one creator to make their creative dream come true. Artlist just launched its biggest creator fund ever, the Artlist 100K Fund. No matter what type of creator you are, you could pitch your creative idea and Artlist will give one of you $100,000 to make it happen. The Artlist 100K Fund is open right now and you could submit your idea up until October 12, 2023. So get your ideas in as soon as you can. In order to join, post your video on your social showcasing your $100,000 idea. Tag @artlist.io and use the hashtag Artlist100K Fund. For more on this, you can go to artlist.io now or check the link in the description below. The most hyped up camera maybe in the world right now is the Fujifilm X100VI. And for good reason. Not only the X100V, but most of Fujifilm's smaller compact cameras are really hard to find right now. You'll be lucky if you get one in stock. There's this crazy wave of people that want a vintage film look without actually having to shoot film or do any work in post. They just want great filmic looks straight out of camera. And I can't blame them. I'm one of those people. But I'll tell you guys something right now. There is no way in hell I am paying over $2,000 for a used point and shoot camera on guard, on faux, when that same camera retails for almost half that price. Just can't get it anywhere. It's not available. Ain't no way I'm doing it. Now, I've reviewed one or two Fujifilm cameras in the past, but never for photography. It's pretty much only been for video. And I didn't realize that the majority of their cameras share the exact same APS-C size 26 megapixel sensor in them. Fuji just packs them in different bodies with different features and different processors. So I did some research for about 3 weeks straight. I have no clue why, I just wound up getting obsessed with this. I needed to find myself the perfect Fujifilm camera for photos, just for capturing life every day, not taking it professional, not taking it super serious, just something small, light, and compact that I can keep with me every single day. And whenever I go out, I see something I want to capture, boom, there it is. So I decided to go with a camera that's just as compact as the X100V is, has all the same features that the X100V does, but I think it's actually better looking physically than the X100V is. And unlike the X100V, this camera has an interchangeable lens design, so you're not stuck with that 23mm focal length at all times. I decided to pick up the X-T30 Mark II, and I'm absolutely loving this thing. Comes with me everywhere I go. And the reasons that I love this camera might be the same reasons that I think a lot of people overlooked it. First up, this camera don't have IBIS, but guess what? Neither does the X100V. And I've been out taking a ton of stills with this camera lately, and I haven't noticed the lack of stabilization, not once. I got a pretty steady hand, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. And the video specs on the X-T30 Mark II are pretty mundane. 4K up to 30 frames per second, no 10-bit, again, no IBIS, but that's exactly what I was aiming for. I didn't want to be enticed to shoot video with this camera in any way, shape, or form. Also, this camera doesn't have a flip screen, but neither does the X100V. Just flips up and down, just like a real life photographer. And I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenges that I'm getting shooting with this camera with just the flip up and down screen. I don't want everything to be perfect for me. I don't want everything to be super easy. I strictly wanted an everyday carry to capture whatever I wanted without having to access my perfectionist side. I wasn't at all looking for all the bells and whistles and best features. That's not what I was aiming for. The autofocus is more than good enough on this camera, especially for photo. It has eye detection, it has tracking. Everything you need. Fujifilm recipes are one of the most fun things ever, and it's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to go this route. I was actually considering picking up the XS20 instead of this, but at the end of the day, it was just a little too modern for what I was looking for. The grip is a lot bigger, the battery's a lot bigger, it shoots 6K open gate, there's image stabilization, there's a flip screen. I wanted small, vintage, simple, and fun with great results straight out of camera. And the X-T30 Mark II checks off every box for me. Oh, you piece of garbage. What a piece of garbage. I just completely moved my frame and everything. Oh, you suck so badly. Oh, we're just leaving it like that. That really sucks. Is that close? Okay. And I picked up beautiful silver, which matches perfect with this design, 23mm f2 lens, which happens to be, where's the dot? which happens to be the exact same focal length and f-stop as the X100V, which is a 35mm full frame equivalent. So basically a 35mm lens, and I love it. I love this lens. But if I decide I want to go out and pick up a different lens and swap it out with this one, I have that option with the X-T30 Mark II. I don't have that with the X100V. You're stuck at that 23mm. Now it does have the older, smaller Fuji battery in it, but honestly, for just going out and shooting stills all day, this thing lasts me a full day. And just in case it doesn't, I went out and bought 2 other spare batteries on Amazon with a dual charger for under $30. I'll leave links to everything in this video in the description below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Almost ran out of breath. The grip on this camera is really small, and I have big ass hands, but I haven't struggled with it once. I actually really like it. I want a smaller grip. There was one problem that I came across on this camera, and that's the placement of this Q menu button right here. And I noticed they have this on quite a lot of their cameras in that exact spot. Fuji, what are you guys doing? You designed this beautiful camera and you put this Q button in just the worst place ever. And a lot of people complain about it from the videos I've seen. But the good news is you can actually go into the menu and disable it, which I did. And then I just remapped the Q menu to this little function button up top. All right, now let's take a quick look at some photo results that I took with this camera. And for the first few days, I was looking up a ton of Fujifilm recipes on Fuji X Weekly, and I came across one that I really like that has a super vintage, summery look to it, and it's called Vibrant Arizona, and I love it. Amount of Fuji recipes out there, like a lot, which makes me happy because I'm going to be starting a new segment on this channel called Recipe Roundup. So I'll be choosing one recipe per video, going out, getting shots, and showing you guys the results and reviewing it. And then I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to go check it out for yourself. And in most cases, hopefully I could find who created these recipes, so I'll leave that down below too. And if you happen to have your own Fujifilm recipe that you really enjoy shooting with, something that's original by you and not available on Fuji X Weekly, you could send them right here at fujireciperoundup@gmail.com. And if I like them, we'll do a video on it. We'll do a roundup. Little side note, I don't really enjoy shooting in black and white. It's just not my thing. Never understood it. Don't really love it. So take that into consideration, if you will. And in the email, be sure to tell me your name. If you want, you can leave me your social handle. I'll drop it down below also. And just make sure you include what type of shooting situation your recipe is best used for. Because this is such a small and lightweight camera, I've actually seen some people like build it out and put cages on it, metal cages and bigger grips and all this other. That's not at all what I was looking to do. I wanted to keep this form factor pretty much how it is, small, lightweight, and be able to store it with me and keep on me at all times without being cumbersome. So I basically just picked up 3 accessories total to keep with this camera. First up is this little thumb rest right here, which is also silver, matches perfect, super small, lightweight. It adds a lot of grip to the camera, and it keeps me from accidentally hitting that Q button even though I disabled it. Now I kind of have that option of bringing it back to life if I want to. If you do wind up going out and picking up this camera, I highly recommend you pick up this thumb rest right here. It's super inexpensive, and it helps out a lot. It makes the camera a lot more comfortable and adds a lot more grip than you would think. So again, I'll leave a link in the description. The other two accessories that I picked up are both from PGY Tech, which is actually a company that I really love. One is this neck strap. It's a camera strap, and I don't usually really like neck and camera straps because they just irritate my neck. Sometimes they pull on my neck. They wind up giving me a headache, but I haven't experienced that at all with this camera strap. It's super soft, like almost like a jelly-like material in here. It feels actually really good on your neck or around your shoulders. It has these little quick connectors that you can put on the side of your camera, and it just snaps right in, but there's actually a magnetic connection in here, so it pulls it right into place where it's supposed to be, and it makes it super easy to just pop on and off if you need to take your camera off the strap. Really enjoy this camera strap, and it has a nice vintage looking green to it, and that mixed with the little orange quick connectors here, I just think it flows really well with the design of the X-T30. And the other one is a wrist strap. It's also a nice vintage green look, got a little orange in there, and this also connects to the same exact quick connector, which is also magnetic. And again, super comfortable material. They definitely had comfort in mind when they made this. It has like this suede-like feeling to it and doesn't irritate your wrist at all, and it looks really good. I mean, it's a great little accessory, and it's gonna keep you from dropping your camera. The wrist strap is $29.95, like 30 bucks, and the neck strap was $50. It was $20 more. And like I said, great build quality and really nice design, and just has like a really cool vintage look that goes along with the camera. If you've ever wanted to pick up the X100V but just couldn't find one or couldn't justify the price like me, I'm telling you guys, the X-T30 Mark II is, I think, a better choice, honestly. And it's a lot cheaper than the X100V is. If there was an X100V in stock at like B&H or something like that, the retail on it is $13.99. It's $1,400. You can pick up an X-T30 Mark II body only for $8.99. And if you want to add the kit lens, which I did, which is a 15 to 45, it's only an extra $100. So $1,000 you're getting, in my opinion, a better camera with more shooting options. And then the 23mm f2 was only $450, and I've seen them used for like a little over 300 bucks. Let me know down below if you guys own an X-T30, an X-T30 Mark II, maybe you actually have an X100V. What's your experience with it? Do you really enjoy it? Because I am absolutely loving this thing. It's just so much fun, zero pressure. Just bring it with you wherever you are and capture your moment. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get these numbers up. I've been at these numbers for way too long. We're getting back in the game now. I've been slacking on videos, so subscribe if you aren't already. Hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Yeah!